Hi, I'm Nichole. I live in Perth, Western Australia. My husband and I bought a 1970's home, and we've got 4 children, and it's only a 3-bedroom house. So we knew straight away that we would want to try and add some more bedrooms and renovate. And we just didn't know where to start because neither of us in the building industry, and had, apart from doing a project home with a builder where they pretty much handled everything, we'd never really had much experience with the building industry before. So we're really looking for a bit of help to navigate our way and to work out what would be the best plan of attack. Our specific concerns were not knowing where to start, knowing that we wanted to get it right because we didn't want to spend a lot of money and then still not be happy with it. So we really wanted to be a bit more educated about the process of how you'd renovate, and then be stepped through how to work with builders and things like that. So our biggest concern was not having knowledge of the building industry to begin with, so that we could make the sort of most of the money we were going to spend on our renovation. So I think if you're not empowered with knowledge, then you could easily spend your money in the wrong places and end up with something that you're not happy with. So yeah, for us it was really important to have that power that comes with the knowledge, so that we were making great choices. So we've been in the home for about 3 years now, and we did think that we would start sooner than this, but we did want to be in the home for a little while so we could get a feel for how we used the space we already had, and then know what wasn't working and how we could streamline things. So the only time constraint really was getting the renovation done before our kids leave home because there's nothing worse than, when you've got all these ideas, or you'd like something to be a certain way, and you just don't want to drag your feet too long because they grow up so quickly, and before you know it, that you don't need the space that you created. So we want to get onto it really soon now, so that we can enjoy the house as a family. I can't quite remember how I discovered Amelia. It was probably through a Google search. I think I was looking for advice. So from there, I started listening to a lot of her podcasts, and noticed that the website, the Architect, offered online courses, and I thought that was perfect for my husband and I, that we could sit together and refine our goals and plans as we worked through the information that Amelia from Undercover Architect provided. When we wanted to renovate and we knew that we were clueless, we didn't know where to start looking. Basically, we didn't consider anything in particular. I guess we probably thought we might just contact a builder and get their advice on what we could or couldn't do perhaps with the property. But it just felt like we were working backwards to do that. And so I thought it would be best to understand the process better of like how to come up with a good design for ourselves, so that it would run more smoothly. After we'd been looking for a little while, and we'd been reading Amelia's blog and using the Undercover Architect website and the podcasts, I just really loved the way that she approached educating people, and how beautifully she came across in a really kind, caring way that didn't make you feel silly for not knowing it, and really helped you to feel like you could learn a lot, and then you could have that knowledge that you could then take with you and have a great conversation with designers and builders, and have a great project. And so when it came to do a paid course with an architect. I just felt like it was money really well invested, because the amount that you'd pay for the course would well and truly cover all the mistakes you were probably going to make because you didn't know all that information. So for me, it just made sense that we were getting supported and had a lot of knowledge at the same time. So the money that we spend on the course was well and truly going to be money that we're saving in the long run, because we would be avoiding making mistakes with our renovation. So because of all the information that we've gathered from doing the Undercover Architect course, it's helped us to work out where would be the best spot to place things in our home according to the orientation, which is something I hadn't really thought of before. So it really helped us to refine our concepts of where we would put things in the home, depending on where the sun rises and sets and how to best use the space that we've got. So when it came to choosing a designer, the information that we had learnt from Undercover Architect really helped us to have a checklist of things that we would like a designer to be able to help us with. And then, you know, it saved time because we could quickly look at designer websites and sort of know quite quickly, just from the information they provide, they're really going to be a great fit for us or not in terms of the service that we wanted. And so that saved time, so that we had a short list then of designers that we would like to work with, and we contacted a few. And then with the answers that the designers came back with, the information that we'd learned from Undercover Architect then helped us to make a choice on who was going to be a great fit for our project. I feel that working with Amelia from Undercover Architect will really help us mostly to feel supported. I really love the online Facebook group that she has when you do join a course, so that you can ask questions, and her team and herself are so good at getting back to you with any questions that you might have about your project, as well as all the other members that are also going through the same thing as you or a similar thing as you. So I've really enjoyed that level of support that you continue to get once you've done an online course, because that's what's going to help us keep momentum during our project and see it through to completion. Yeah, so in the Facebook group, in the community of Undercover Architect, people will often ask questions, or they'll share some advice, a hiccup that they might have had that they want to give everyone a heads up on, of how to avoid. So it really is a valuable resource, so that you can ask questions and also read and see that, get questions answered just by seeing other people's experiences. I think the best thing for our project and for myself has been the support and the knowledge that Amelia from Undercover Architect has given already, and that I can see she will continue to provide in the future. There's a fortnightly question and answer that she does run with the Facebook group. So there's continual support there. And so it's that support that is going to be the most valuable thing for us. I would say if you're sitting on the fence about whether you think it's really worth it to do an online course with Undercover Architect, then I'd really do it, because we've found that there's so much, and like Amelia does say, you don't know what you don't know. And that's been a real catch cry that's made sense to me, because it's so true. And as you get led through all of the intricacies of the design and building phases of a project, if you're not in the design or building industry yourself, you realise how much you need to know so that you've got control and power over your project and to get it right. So it's really invaluable. We've loved it. Amelia is such a beautiful person. She really does care about your project, and I really love that. She is really keen to help as many people as she can. So we've really enjoyed it.